Hey guys, Andy here. Regular viewers will be aware that I'm paying a lot of my attention to my health this year. Over the last 5 months I've been exercising a lot, I've been watching what I eat, I've lost a lot of weight, almost 5 stone now. There is a different video, I'll try and remember to whack it up there in the corner view, talking a bit more about that and some of the other tech that I use to help me do that. But also it's kind of made me a bit of a Withings fanboy. I'm quite enjoying using their technology to monitor and track my fitness and my recovery and all that kind of thing. So I've got their Body Plus scales that I use, I've got their sleep mat that I use to track my sleep, and in the recent Amazon Prime Day I picked up the blood pressure monitor. It was one that I saw that they did, and I thought it's £90. It's not really, I don't think I've got a problem with my blood pressure. Do I need to know it on a regular basis? Probably not. But then in the Prime Day sales it came down to about £61 or something like that, and I thought, well, yeah, I might as well give it a go. So I did. Now, some people commented, well, I'd rather just go to the doctor and have it done professionally, have it done more accurately. I'm not sure the tech is that advanced these days. I think it's quite a simple thing to do. I have faith that it's quite accurate. And even if it's, let's say it could be 5% wrong. If you've got massively high blood pressure, 5% difference isn't going to say, yeah, your blood pressure is fine. It's still going to say it's bad, even if it's not showing it all that accurately. And that would obviously let you know to either you need to change things or go to the doctor, preferably. So it's just a bit of an indicator on another element of your health. So let's start off by just taking a look at what's included in the box though. So reasonably plain and simple box, quite sort of classy in some ways. It says they're compliant with various different standards, which is a little reassuring. When we go into the box, we have kind of another internal box. And when we open up, there's not a huge amount inside, if I'm honest. So there's the actual cuff, which it does feel very good quality. I think the external bit is leather, I think, and then there's a lot of Velcro. I was a bit worried initially that this seems really small and quite a tightly wound thing, but it does go around my arm. So then the documentation we get, we do have a quick installation guide and kind of a warranty and troubleshooting sort of document. The installation thing, really, if you have used any Withings stuff before, you just use the app. Go to the app and say, add the blood pressure monitor. Turn the blood pressure monitor on and it pretty much does it all for you. So now let's see how it works in taking your blood pressure. So we're going to turn it on. In fact, what I generally do these days is actually slide it on first and turn it on. But you can see there that it's lit up. And we see here, I'm showing you what's going on the screen of the phone as well at the same time. Now you'll notice you can do the sort of advanced version, which is three checks, and then you can set how long there is between each check. The idea being it will take an average of the three, or I think it takes the middle result. It just means that if you do have a bit of a weird result, it doesn't skew it and doesn't make things look odd. You can hear there's a slight buzzing as it sort of inflates the cuff on your arm. It can get, if I'm honest, it can get a little bit uncomfortable. It does inflate really very tight. And you do sort of think, my God, this thing could proper cut off my circulation and my arm might fall off. But don't worry, it doesn't. It knows what it's doing. So it inflates it up to a certain pressure, and then you kind of hear it just releasing the pressure again gradually. And this is where it's doing the actual checking of your blood pressures. So it releases all the way down to basically nothing, to just how it was when you first put it on. And that will be the first test over and done with. Eventually. Nearly. Almost there. There we go. And then it starts the timer, whatever you set it to be. For me, just went with 30 seconds. I guess it would be better if you put more of a gap between them. So you could do a few minutes and have the 3 tests over a few minutes. Also, sometimes it will say, couldn't get an accurate measure. And you just tap on the screen, try again. Anytime it's not got an accurate measure, because maybe I stood up and when I did something while I was doing it. So you are best just to sit there patiently and wait for your results. Now, amusingly enough, this is about the only one I've seen where I got kind of an amber. Every time I've done it, I've got green. Apart from I think perhaps this one time that I filmed it. Maybe that was it. Maybe I'm nervous on camera. But you can put some notes in as well. It gives you a bit of information about what the readings should be. So you can read up a little bit about high blood pressure. They generally, again, I quite like this about Withings. They try and kind of educate you about things. They don't just give you the result and leave you to it. I think less perhaps with the blood pressure monitor than, say, the sleep mat, where I felt like I got more information about how to help your sleep and things. And obviously you can look back at previous results. It's going to keep them tracked within the Withings app, which is where all of my other sort of things go in as well. So you can see the previous day was green. All the ones I've done since filming this one have been green. This is the only one that was ever amber. And again, you can get a bit of you can track over a longer period of time. And I guess this is useful if you do have issues, and I don't know, you can show it to your doctor. You can do it at different times. They do suggest you're best off doing it kind of just shortly after you've woken up. I think they might say just shortly before you go to bed. But yeah, I mean, the app, I do like the Withings app where it stores everything for you. And that's it really. It's not a massively complicated device. It takes your blood pressure. That's it. I like it. I like having it in kind of just if I should need it. You can obviously set other family members up with their own app, I suppose. You can't necessarily do it within your app, as in add other people, I don't think. But if on their phones you just set the Withings app up and get them to be the ones that connects into the device, then they can monitor their blood pressure as well. So I just like this. It's a good option. I guess it's up to you to decide if it's worth it, if the price has gone about up to £90. There are different versions. There's a new one that just came out that can take your EKG, but that's kind of £200 odd, I think. Again, it's down to if it's worth it to you. To some people it will be, to others it won't be. That's fine. But I just thought I'd do a video showing you kind of what it is and how it works and what you get from it, I guess. I do, as I've sort of said, I do like the Withings kind of universe, so to speak, as in it's got my sleep tracking in there, it's got my body weight in there, now it's got my blood pressure. I was half tempted to get one of the watches that takes my heart rate all the time, so that's in there, but anyway. So yeah, that's it really. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but for now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon. Well done for making it all the way to the end of the video. Please do give it a thumbs up and leave a comment as well. I promise I'll read every single comment on all of my videos, so do leave a comment too. If you haven't already, subscribe, click that bell icon to make sure you're notified anytime I upload something new. Perhaps most importantly, just share my videos, be it social media, be it forums, just put them online for people to watch. If you want to go that one step further, there are links in the video description to my Patreon and also buy me a coffee. Just a few extra £1 a month would help me make more videos. Also, of course, don't forget to check out the other videos on my channel. I'll see you all in the next one.